Hey guys, welcome back to Inspired Alignment. This is Natalie. I am coming on to do kind of an energy read about I know if some of you guys have seen my videos like in the previous week, like throughout this like last couple weeks. I've talked a lot about this week that we're wrapping up right now being having a lot of like strong energetic to it. And I didn't get like too much into detail about it, but what I have found with like this week kind of wrapping up now is that, like there's something going on with the timelines. And you guys excuse my speech right now. I might sound a little bit different because I had to have oral surgery yesterday. So my speech is kind of slurred a little bit, and I also I also might like have like, I don't know, like my energy is probably a little bit more. I've been like kind of laying around all day today, so not very like high energy at the moment. So if I sound a little different, that's why. Anyways, so there's been some stuff going on with timelines, and basically it's almost like how I kind of seen it was like people were kind of getting in their spots, like whether they knew this or not. It was like, are you gonna get back on the merry-go-round again for another ride around the merry-go-round, or are you going to move up a level? And I think that for those who kind of like moved up into a higher level this week, like they definitely noticed a lot going on with the energy. Like, just things kind of being like kind of crazy a little bit, like a little chaotic. And they might have experienced like some downloads or activations of some sort. And then like just from like what I've seen, I mean, this experience might be different for other people, but those who kind of like are doing another lap on the merry-go-round, I think either didn't notice much of a difference at all during this week, or they were in a negative like kind of frame of mind, right? Like just kind of like focusing on like more lower vibrational negative things, or I don't know, like I've seen like people be kind of hyper focused on feeling like they're being attacked in some way, or feeling like people are doing them wrong, or like getting fixated on like stuff like, the vid or all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Just, it's really like interesting and kind of random, the things that people will get like fixated and stuck on. But like people that experience that kind of energy are still kind of like having to go around one more time at least, or however many times it takes. So if you aren't sure if you leveled up during this time period, I mean, there's going to be, we're always having these moments in time where, you know what I mean? There's like a shift happening and people kind of move up, or stay. So, I mean, and if you did kind of stay in having to do one more round or whatever, like just kind of recognize that, and try and learn what you can from that experience. And then the next time we kind of go through an energetic where that's happening, like you'll be more likely to kind of go up to like the next level. So okay, I'm being kind of guided to state this here, and I'm definitely not going to be making a video about this. So I'm just going to state it here really quick because I've already made one video addressing this, and I'm not going to do it again. I'm not going to give this particular person that much energy. But for the reader that, because I know you watch my channel, you're like watching all my videos apparently. The one that kind of like tried to call me out and I had to like make a video explaining like what happened. I don't know exactly like what the problem is, but I pretty much did let you know that I was a subscriber. Like I had been subscribed to your channel for a while. So, the things that you post, or, all, on your community board, or the videos that you post, like, I definitely like they come across my feed, and if they resonate, or if I, whatever, like I watch your stuff. but I definitely unsubscribed after today, so I won't I definitely like don't go like searching your content out or anything, so I won't be coming across your stuff again after I unsubscribe today. I don't know exactly what the problem is, and honestly, it's really kind of hard to try and like read through the riddle that's being presented. But I don't know. You stated something about like me blocking my energy so you couldn't read my energy or something like that. And like, I don't know. I've never actively like really done anything. Like I haven't taken any action since anything happened like towards you or to protect myself anyway. Like I don't need to do that. So for one, I'm not sure why you were trying to read my energy in the first place. And I mean, maybe that's why you were blocked, because like maybe you shouldn't have been doing it. And for two, like I said, I don't really feel like I need to like, I've kind of like graduated past that level, like where I have to like kind of worry about like protecting myself in that kind of way, or you know what I mean. And I definitely like don't ever like go after other people in any kind of way like that. I mean, I never have. So I really don't know. Like I said, I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on it. So you know, you don't have to worry about me like, you know, watching your content or anything anymore. I definitely will not be. But I figured I'd say something here, because I mean, it's quite obvious that you've been on my channel quite a bit. And it's like, I knew coming onto YouTube that I was going to kind of deal with, you know, a little bit of resistance. That's kind of normal. Like when you put yourself out on the internet in some way anyways, and especially when you're kind of coming into an area where, you know, I talked about this in that new moon in Taurus reading where, you know, everybody's kind of on like this same like vibration and energetic. And like, as you start to like pull it up, you know what I mean? Like you have these like ones down here that are trying to keep it down, right? Like whether it's being consciously done or not. But I mean, dude, I haven't even hit 300 subscribers yet. And I've got like somebody who's like already kind of trolling me. So I wasn't expecting to have to deal with it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad I'm hitting your radar, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, really know what else to say about it, but, like I said, I'm not going to give very much more energy to that situation, but I was being guided to, kind of let you know. But, okay, so I'm going to, I guess, kind of like just pull some cards. And, oh, that was another thing. Okay, so I wanted to talk about hyades and Aldebaran, because that's where we are right now. That's where the sun is in the energy. So let me show you the colors. So, the orange is like the hyades color. That darker purple is Aldebaran. And we're moving from hyades like into Aldebaran right now. And this makes a lot of sense with what I just said about like the timelines, and even this situation that I'm addressing with, you know what I mean, this other like YouTuber is like there's this shift, you know, like hyades is kind of, it's very dense energy. So it is like it is like hell in a way, right? It's very dense. And then when you shift up into Aldebaran, you've like kind of like escaped hell in a way, you know what I mean? And you move up into vibration. And Archangel Michael is actually is part of Aldebaran. Like his energetic is Aldebaran. So I just wanted to kind of throw that in there too. And I'm going to be doing like some more videos that are more focused on like the star ray points and the energetics of that coming up here soon, because now that our website is like launched, we want to like come on and show people like how to pull their own charts, like where to find it. Actually, let me tell you, since we're on this topic, like of where. So hyades, if you have hyades placement in your chart, it is going to be 2 degrees to 7 degrees of Gemini. And then Aldebaran, which is that Archangel Michael energy, that's like a royal star, is going to be from 6 degrees of Gemini to 11 degrees of Gemini. And we like for our research and all the stuff that like we provide with the star rays and everything, we use astro.com to pull the birth charts, and all of those instructions and stuff come with the alignment books. And when we do the videos on this, that's what we're going to be using is astro.com. And we can, we'll go through all of that, all the instructions and how to do it and this and that. But also, we used an equal house chart system. So I'm not quite sure, like you can look up, like, I don't know if you can change the setting wherever you're pulling your chart up at to equal house, then use that, because that's like kind of what all of this is like surrounded around. And there's a reason for that. I can get into that another day. Otherwise, like this video is going to be so long, but yeah, look and see if you have any planets, or luminaries or anything in those 2 degrees, because that's kind of what I'm talking about right now. So with the sun being there, and that's where the collective is right now, is moving from hyades into Aldebaran. We're like coming out of a very dense energy going into, you know what I mean, like that royal star energy, and it's less dense. Gemini in general, it is more dense, but you know, you're lifting up into less density as you move into Aldebaran. And I think that kind of is like that shift in timelines that we're kind of feeling and seeing in the collective right now. So let's just go ahead and pull some cards to see like what other information Spirit wants to give us about this particular energetic and topic. Spirit, what else do we need to know about what has already been kind of addressed in this video? What other messages do we need to know? I also want to do a video, which I don't know if I'm going to do it tonight. It's already pretty late, and I just don't feel great. Like, I'm going to probably go to bed here in a minute. But I want to do a video on the masculine and feminine energies, because I feel like I've been feeling a lot in the energetic to do with that as well. So probably tomorrow I'll do a video on that. Okay, Spirit, one card. Oh, the frog energy. We've gotten this not too long ago, like maybe a week or 2 ago. And this frog energy is all about cleansing and clearing your energy, which makes sense. You know what I mean? Like moving from more density into less density. Like we want to make sure that we're cleansing ourselves of like that lower vibrational or denser energy. And I've talked about, you know, grounding yourself, kind of like letting some of that heavier energy kind of move through the bottoms of your feet down into like the core of Mother Gaia to be transmuted. Yeah, I do feel like that too. Even like with the situation I've had to bring up with whatever issue there was with me and another reader. It's like, I don't know. Like that's why I said, like, I don't like to be passive aggressive, because I think that energy like lingers, like when you do stuff like that. And you know, to just kind of like work it out and get it done and over with, you know what I mean? But I mean, I guess in this case, like, I mean, I do feel like there's some like dense energy that needs to be transmuted or something, just even in this situation. So yeah. So that, and then also like using water as a way to kind of cleanse and clear your energetic field as well. And then we have the zebra card, which I'm not very sure exactly what that one's about, but let's take a look and see. Zebra. Okay, eccentric, creative, and a visionary. Zebras are the most precious of gems. They are young at heart, well-cultured, and have an undying curiosity about life. Being in the company of a zebra personality not only is a delight, but also opens our minds. Be prepared. Their potent magic is contagious, and you may soon find yourself in a faraway land, expanding your worldview while having a blast. Zebras also like to contribute to the global health through environmental or volunteer work. This card may be a hint to pack your bags. When in balance, worldly, enthusiastic, fashion forward. When out of balance, jaded, pouty, and vain. And to bring into balance an epic adventure or art. So nice. For some of you guys, that might be a message that, you know, travel is on the horizon, or maybe it needs to be. But even more than that, like, I feel like the cleansing of kind of that dense energy and pulling yourself out of like old habits, or, you know, the whole merry-go-round thing, like pulling yourself off the merry-go-round, you know what I mean, into a different, you know, higher vibration, like being in this energy, like that's kind of where you want to be, you know, in this like really kind of high vibration energy. I pick up like almost like a lot of victim consciousness here for some reason. Like, I don't know, just like people feeling like a victim in some way, like needing to heal whatever that is within yourself. And kind of cleanse yourself of that and be more in the energy of the zebra. Like, you know, just happy, lighthearted, joyful. Yeah. Okay, what other messages? Okay, they want me to do these. This, I don't think this reading, I'm going to have it be too long. Like I said, I'm kind of like, oh, I really like was not even going to come on today, but I didn't really post any videos yesterday, and I don't know, I wanted to at least like get something out, and I feel like this was like coming through really strong, because I feel like we're kind of like at the end of this little like timeline cycle of people kind of getting in their places, and so I wanted to come on and talk about it a little bit. Also check out our website. It is cohue32.com. It's COHUE32.com. I think we have like a sale going on right now too with like some of the stuff, and we just put some really cool jewelry and stuff on there, so check it out if you haven't yet. All right, we have gratitude, mermaid hearts in reverse. Ooh, and it's a 38 and a 29, so 1111 here. Above the storm, and it's a 56, another 11 card. Wow, so we have 11, 11, 11, and then one drop under the deck, which is a 1. Very cool. All right, so let me get my book on this. All right, so gratitude, I mean, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. You know, make sure that you're expressing gratitude. Okay, living with gratitude is part of your sacred path. Appreciation of your own divine nature and that of everything around you will assist you to experience expanded awareness and appreciation for all that is. Gratitude is such a simple thing, and yet one of the most powerful energies we can engage. Start each day in gratitude and appreciation and see how your world expands. As you move through your day, take moments here and there to connect with your appreciation for the abundance of love that fills your life. Notice how much more beautiful the world appears as you offer yourself the gift of gratitude. Yeah, I think that goes really well. Like, it goes very much hand in hand with that frog and zebra. It's like kind of clearing out of that hyades energy in a way, and that denser energy, and moving into the more zebra energy of being joyful and just full of life, and like somebody that, you know, everybody kind of wants to be around because your energy is just so like great, you know. Like, part of getting into that energy is by expressing gratitude. It's a very important part, honestly. Okay, so 29 mermaid hearts, and that's in reverse. Let's see. Okay, it's been too long since you have had a really good laugh. Call a friend, rent a funny movie, or go out to a comedy club. Yeah, so just, again, like raising up the vibration in some way. You know, I've had to do that like in moments where, you know, I was like maybe going through a tough time or felt like I was kind of more in like a lower energy. Is like watch like kind of like America's like funniest home videos, or you know what I mean, like funny animals, or just something that I know is going to kind of lighten the mood and the energy and make me like experience laughter in some way. So you know, like really consciously doing something like that when you are kind of in like a, you know, a sad energy or just, you know, not feeling that great, like doing something like that, like watching something funny, or, you know, watching a comedy show or going to a comedy show, or just even kind of laughing with like a good friend of yours will help to lift your vibration and lighten the mood. Okay, so 56, above the storm. Okay, apparently we have fireworks going on outside. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Okay, so consciously witness what is occurring. Step out of the drama and view the turbulence with the eyes of an observer. Act in support of the decisions that need to be made to move this dynamic action to a place above the storm, where clarity and light may overcome all obstacles. You use the Mobius strip to help you visualize how energy moves through times of dynamic action into light. Envision crystal clarity as the outcome and give thanks for your ability to weather the storm and find a fresh start. Nice. And then this is like the image of the card, because I feel like I don't know, these cards in particular have like a lot of sacred geometry and stuff in them, and like people really kind of like to like meditate with these. So okay, and then one drop. I feel like this one has come out a lot when just like in the last couple weeks and stuff, and it's pretty much just saying like, it's like a card kind of about like consciousness and like how we all kind of work together. So I'll just read it again here. Like, you are the one drop that sits in the center of this circle and of your own reality. It is within this quiet place that you have potential to experience calm amid the chaos of modern day existence. Choosing this card suggests that you enter the golden circle and feel its potential. Create for yourself a place of calm where you may be quiet. Meditate and remove yourself from the demands that consume your time and aggravate your emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual bodies. Remove yourself for a while from the chaos. Allow a knowing that is this still, calm place. One drop is all there is. View the rest of your life from this relaxed, tranquil, and composed place. I have one small drop of knowing in my soul. Let it dissolve in your ocean. Rumi. So again, I just feel like it's really like for those that, you know, and I noticed too, like during this week, like I still kind of talk to some people, but like I was like a little bit more, like just independent, kind of solo doing stuff. You know, I like wasn't talking to people as much as I normally do. And I don't think that there was like, you know, anything wrong. It's like, I feel like I just, you know what I mean? Like we all kind of needed to just like be in our little places, you know, to figure out what we were doing and, you know, where we were going. But I do feel like, you know, especially if you're somebody that finds yourself like kind of going on that merry-go-round over and over and over again, that statement, like this card that came out, the one drop, is like really important, you know, to really kind of remove yourself from like whatever chaotic situation that is the merry-go-round, and kind of look at it from an outsider's view. You know, like really kind of like step away from that chaos and try and look at it from a higher perspective. Because like sometimes we need to do that to really see like kind of the, what is that word? Oh gosh, I can't even think of it now. Oh, I think I'm thinking of lunacy or like lunatic or whatever. Maybe. Is that what I'm thinking about? I don't know. It's like when people do the same thing over and over and over again and expect a different result. I don't know. I'm confused about it. But anyways, it's like sometimes you really kind of do, like you've got to like pull yourself out of the situation, because like when you're in it and you're like so involved in it and like in all the drama and like whatever else, like when you're so like, I don't know, like invested and involved in something like that, or just even something that has kind of a lower vibrational energy to it, it's really hard to see like what it is that you need to see to remove yourself from it, like kind of for good. So like taking a step back and trying to look at it from a higher perspective and like really what is the bigger picture here? You know what I mean? Because a lot of times like our own personal like dramas and you know what I mean? Like I don't like in the big scheme of things, like in the big scheme of your life, you know what I mean? In general, like it's like really, it's not as important as we think it is sometimes, you know? And I think that sometimes you really have to like remove yourself from the situation to see that. And so, I mean, for some people, like maybe just take a couple days where you don't talk to like some of these people, like reflect on the situation, or you know what I mean, whatever it is that's going on, like you like really kind of pull yourself out of it in whatever way that you need to do that, to do some inner reflection and self-reflection on like, you know, how important is this? Like, is it worth me kind of sitting here and being in misery all the time? You know? All right. Well, Spirit, is there anything else? Okay, they're having me do this and then one of the Lightworker oracles. All right, abundance. Enjoy the bounty of life. Your supply is unlimited. Blessings are coming to you. Yes. Possibility. Raise your standards. Elevate your expectations. You have unlimited potential. Balance. Take time to relax. Indulge a little more or less. Set boundaries with your work. And compassion. Be gentle with yourself. Forgiveness will set you free. See the light in yourself and others. Yeah. So I feel like this is all these messages are very kind of in line with the kind of mindset and mind frame that you have to be in to pull yourself out of, you know, a negative, repetitive type of cycle. All right. And then one of these. Initiation by air. Okay, let's see what this says. That's cool. Like the image, like a lot, like the heart space. Like there's, okay, so 24. Okay, I call upon the unconditionally loving ones to help me empty and refresh my mind, renewed in eternal love. May I express my freedom in making wise decisions that create joy and love in me and in the world. I ask for divine mercy, compassion, protection, and instruction to assist me in bringing my mind into a loving consciousness. May the light of the divine shine unobstructed through my mind, bringing peace to the world. May the unconditionally loving helpers of humanity help bring light, healing, and joy to the minds of all. Through my own free will, so be it. Yeah. So I just think that that's a really strong message of kind of what needs to happen to move out of some of those lower timelines in those lower vibrational places. All right, guys. Well, I hope that this message helped. I'm going to bed, y'all. And I will be back on tomorrow. There's a couple things that I wanted to come on and do. I'm just not really like in the energy to kind of do it today, but I wanted to come on and at least do this. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and I hope everybody's having an awesome weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.